All right, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to our part 4 Dodge Pursuit video. Picked this up for $3,000. I have a few videos out. Today I'm just gonna be doing a few little odds and ends, getting this thing ready for the wide body install. So if you didn't catch our last video, we did the interior transformation. So we added the Scat Pack seats, the carbon fiber steering wheel, all of the missing interior pieces, and we did the Starlight headliner. And then our next video is going to be the full wide body install. So I know we've gotten a lot of comments from you guys asking us to upload more frequently, longer videos, and we are working on that. So we are actually going to start pursuing YouTube full time. So we are making that jump over. We're gonna go full steam with YouTube. So hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're following along because we're gonna be doing some awesome stuff. So in today's video, what we're gonna be doing is getting this Hellcat hood installed as well as these spoilers. So instead of waiting to install this all at once when we wide body it and wrap it, I thought it'd be really cool to see how these parts would look with the green paint, since this green is pretty rare. So I'm excited to see how this will look with this Hellcat style hood. So you can see it's got the 3 vents. Go get into it. All right, so here we go. We've got the factory hood off. So super easy. It was just 4 bolts, 2 on each of these right there. And then you just have to go through and disconnect the washer nozzles. I'll show you guys the side by side. So here we've got our factory one. There's a better look at the damage. A little dent right there. And then here is the Hellcat style one that we're gonna be fitting up. Crazy the difference this is gonna make. This thing looks 10 times more aggressive. So let's go get this thrown on there. Okay, here it is. So we just got the hood fully reassembled. Just if you notice, the factory hood wasn't lined up perfect to begin with. So it looks like from an impact that this thing had, kind of torqued the hood a little bit, the front end, just these panels. So there's a little bit of a bigger gap over here than on that side. I love how it looks. Already makes this thing look so much more aggressive. I've always been a big fan of these Hellcat hoods. And it is cool that these are actual functional air vents. So these are not just decorative covers. And so I ended up paying about $500 for this hood, which I think is a steal. It fit up exactly how my factory hood fit. All right, so now that we have the hood fully installed, let's go start installing those spoilers. All right, so working on a few other things right now. So what I actually ended up doing was for about $30, I just bought some fully smoked LED side markers. We're gonna be replacing these. They do have the full white LEDs, so those will be awesome. So I'm gonna get these installed. And then I also picked up some new taillight tint. And with the new wrap, I think it's gonna look insane. So let's go and get all this stuff installed. All right, so we are losing daylight, so it is a little bit harder to see, but we just got this tail light fully tinted in that dark smoke. I love how it looks. And with the new wrap, this is gonna look insane. So I'm gonna go turn the lights on so you guys can see how bright those taillights still are. Whoa. Yeah. That's what's awesome about that Luxe tint is you can totally black it out like this and it will not darken your taillights by much at all. So now that we got the taillight fully blacked out, we are working on those LED side markers. So I've got this first one done. So there you can see it's fully smoked black, and we got the white LEDs, which looks awesome. We'll come take a look at this other side. So this is the original. We had the light smoke thrown on there, and then it just has the normal bulb. Getting this thing fully blacked out is gonna look insane. All right, so something else I'm gonna do right now is throw on this license plate frame. So this just goes to show that some of the smallest things sometimes make the biggest difference. I absolutely recommend these. These are rubber license plate frames, and they get rid of any rattle. So if your license plate rattles, this gets rid of that, as well as it helps keep your paint from getting scratched. So, you know, sometimes your license plate can scratch your paint right there. I picked these up for, I think, like $8 each. So highly, highly recommend these. And I think this is gonna look awesome on the Charger because it's gonna get rid of a little bit of white around the license plate, a little bit of that white frame around the edge. So let's get this thing thrown on. All right, and there we go. Nothing crazy. I put these on all my cars just to keep it from rattling and to protect the paint or the wrap. But having that little bit of black does just do a nice job kind of cleaning up that license plate a little bit, getting rid of, you know, that white border. Small things do matter. All right, and while we're back here, I am going to swap out that license plate light with an LED one. All right, just like I was saying, sometimes the smallest touches make the biggest differences. This is one of those things I think that makes a car look brand new or 20 years old is simply just the license plate light. Having those yellow lights, I think, really makes the car look older. So something as simple as an $8 LED license plate light makes this thing look brand new. All right, you guys, so now I'm gonna show you, I'm working on test fitting up the wide body wheels. So if you didn't catch one of our last videos, I did pick up these Hellcat replicas. These are gonna need a little bit of touching up. So I'm gonna try fitting these up, but I don't think these are gonna be quite wide enough with the wide body, so we're gonna see. I might need to run some spacers, but then I also just thought, these wheels are the same exact bolt pattern. So I am debating taking these wheels off of our QX70 and throwing them on the Charger. So I'm gonna try both of those out. I'm gonna fit the Hellcat replicas and a set of these on there. So here's a good comparison of all the wheels side by side. So starting over here, we have the original steel wheels. And then these Hellcat replicas are 20s. These are 20 inches as well, but these are, oh wow, these are 295 45/20. So these tires are pretty big. You can kind of see the difference in the width and height. So here's the difference between the width and height of, and then when you come over to these two, that's where you can see that big difference. So yeah, I just thought it'd be cool for you guys to see all of the different wheels next to each other. So let me know which one you guys like the best. I know a few people did even say to leave the steel wheels, but yeah, let me know down below which option you guys like the best. Okay, here is a look. So I'll give you guys a little walk around what we've done so far with the two different sets of wheels. So I have the bronze wheels on this side. Driver's side, we've got the black Hellcat replicas. Really am interested to get your guys' opinion. Let me know what you guys think. They are kind of similar in a way, but then at the same time, they are totally different. Here's a look at the taillight tint during the day. Let me actually turn the lights off real quick so you guys can see what the tail lights look like when the running lights are not on. So if we come in here, let's turn the headlights off. So here's a better look at that taillight tint during the day. I love how it looks. I like how it has that kind of matte look to it. So super happy with how that turned out. But yeah, let's take a look at these wheels. That green and bronze looks so good. So here is the amount of poke we have on the back wheels. It's honestly not that much. I thought it was going to be quite a bit more poke. And then these wheels honestly filled that gap pretty well. With the steel wheels, we had a giant gap between the fender and the actual tire. But since these wheels and tires are a lot bigger, it really did fill that gap quite a bit. I feel like especially the front ones, because the shocks this thing has is crazy. So this thing sat super high. So the fact that it looks like this with that suspension is pretty wild. And that's the poke we've got up front. Coming around to this side, this is the amount of poke we have with the Hellcat wheels. I feel like the amount of poke is honestly pretty similar. So we've got the Hellcat wheels and then the bronze ones. Surprisingly, I have a full turning radius with both of these sets. So I tried it already and we did not rub at all with these or the bronze wheels. Only thing is these came close to that little vent piece right in there. So I might have to trim that down a little bit, but we didn't get any rubbing at a full turn. All right, so let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Are you team black or team bronze? I think I have a clear favorite, but I really want to know what you guys think. So yeah, drop your pick down below. All right, so got this thing in the garage, and now we're working on one of the last parts, which is getting this rear spoiler mounted. So we are gonna have to drill into the trunk. Let's see what Jared's working on over here.
All right, so one of the things that I enjoy most on social media is tool tips or tricks that people have with things. So I learn a lot there, but I look forward to hearing from all of you guys. I know you've taught us a lot about these cars. This is an endeavor right here that we're going to experiment a little bit, because what we have to do is figure out where these holes in the bottom of this spoiler line up on the car. So what I'm going to do, and we're going to experiment with some Scotch removable mounting putty. We're actually going to use it to see if we can put a little bit in each of these screw holes, turn it over, push it down, and if we're lucky, these will stay left behind and mark the holes. So we'll see.
What'd you say? We got a 50-50 shot here of this working?
I would say it's about a 20%.
It's a 20% chance. All right, here we go.
Okay, so it needs to go, so see this ridge? It goes just a little bit inside, yep, about like that. And then we need to push it forward.
Okay.
About right there, right?
I think that looks about good.
So now let's...
How hard are we pushing down on it?
Decent, like just a snug, not hard, but...
Okay, we're trying it out. Moment of truth. Well, you got 1, 2, just 2?
2.
So it worked on 2 of them.
Okay, down as much as you can where we know we need to be. So about right.
Take 2, here we go. Ah!
I can feel it pull against me. So darn it.
And if you guys have any better recommendations, please let us know for next time. All right, so we think we got it figured out. We're still using this putty to fill in that void, and then we're actually just gonna do a little bit of paint on this, line it up, and then put it on in hopes that, you know, the putty will transfer the paint onto the trunk exactly where those holes are. So just dab it on a little bit of paint.
Straight up. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so looks like this actually did work. So you can see those little paint globs. So now we have the markings for where we need to drill all the holes. So we have this thing temporarily fitted up. So we just have a few screws in there. But here is a look at the spoiler. I feel like you don't really see this spoiler very often. I haven't seen it at all, really. This thing is pretty big. It's the width of my hand, pretty much. Cannot wait to see all of these things with the wide body kit. This almost seems a little bit out of place, you know, for the size. It is pretty aggressive, so it seems almost a little bit out of place with this car right now. But as soon as we get the wide body on there, you know, we get that aggressive rear bumper, then I think it's really gonna come together. All right, you guys, well, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this video. So thank you all so much for watching, especially since you made it this far. Really appreciate all the support you guys have been showing. You know, I thought this build would be pretty cool. I thought people would like it. You know, it's a 5.7 liter with all-wheel drive, and for $3,000, I mean, you can't really beat that. But I had no clue we would have this big of a following, so really appreciate all of you guys. You know, you've motivated us to make that jump to doing YouTube full time. So I know we're only at 7,000 subs, so we're still pretty small. So something as small as clicking that button, hitting that subscribe button goes a really long way. And it makes it so that we can keep making videos like this. And I do want to do something cool at the end, like raffle this off or something like that to you guys. So that way, you know, one of you could take this for, you know, $50 or something like that. So just hit that subscribe button, drop a like, drop a comment, share this video, because the more we grow, the more things we can do. But yeah, cannot wait for our next video. Once again, we're gonna get that wide body going. And then after that, we're gonna get going with the power mods. So that's what I am super excited for. I cannot wait to throw a bunch of parts at this thing. My goal is to make a Hellcat killer. I think that would be awesome, to take this $3,000 Dodge Pursuit and turn it into something that kills Hellcats. So that is my goal. So definitely stay tuned. We're gonna be doing some awesome stuff, but thank you all again so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll catch you all later.